Howdy, I'm Lee Wilson, and this is TGO Wyoming on the move. And today we're talking about car repairs, more car repairs, all the car repairs. In fact, 3 in one day. Well, maybe a day and a half, I don't know. Probably off on my timing there a little bit. But regardless, so I've been doing a couple of things. Of course, you know, the Land Cruiser is fully repaired and functioning, but the AC needed to be charged. So I did a quick charge on the AC. One of the main things is to not overcharge your AC. Something to be careful with. I honestly like charging the AC on the hottest day, so that way I make sure I have enough coolant, enough 134A in there, or 134A, that I'm going to get a cool stream out, but I'm not going to overcharge, so that way compressor doesn't work too terribly hard. Last night I finished up doing a full brake job on the, well, almost full brake job because I didn't replace the pistons or the calipers, piston seals, but did a brake job on the wife's Rav4. It's a 2012 Rav4. I found an amazing set of brakes. They're the Power Stop brakes on Amazon, less than $300, came 4 rotors, full pad, full sets of pads, hardware, a whole 9 yards for, I think it was like 278 bucks. I decided to give it a shot. They got really good reviews on Amazon. The seller was awesome. They actually sent an email to make sure that we were getting the correct brake set, because there are 2 different types of front rotors for the RAV4s. Oh, excuse me. Oh, hit the microphone. Oh man, hiccups. I'm trying to stave off the hiccup burps. But yeah, there are 2 different sizes of front rotors for the RAV4s. There is a larger front rotor that came equipped on the 3rd row seated option RAV4, which is not what my wife has. So I had to jump on the Power Stop website and make sure I have the right part number. The seller, emailed to confirm that I was getting the correct brakes. Told him I cross-referenced everything off of the Power Stop's website, and I am confident that I have ordered the correct brake set. Lo and behold, I did. And these things are beautiful. Beautiful. They're carbon ceramic brake pads and coated rotors. They're drilled and slotted. They were very nicely machined, very nicely coated. The braking procedure was pretty intense. Had to basically drive from 45 or get up to 45 miles an hour and do a rapid deceleration down to 15 miles an hour, and then do that 5 times, and then do moderate decelerations from 35 to 5 miles an hour, and then drive them around for 5 minutes to cool the rotors, so that way they didn't leave an imprint, the pads wouldn't leave an imprint. That broke them in great. They are quiet, they stop well. The rotors on the RAV4 when we got it were toasted. Now, the car came out of Colorado, according to the Carfax and all the sales history that I have on it. And I'm pretty sure that the previous owner did not know how to drive down a mountain, because there was plenty of pad left, but the rotors were glazed, grooved, and the pads were heat cracked. Like, they had physical cracks in them from overheating. So that's a good time to remind everybody, especially flatlanders out there, that if you end up in a mountainous terrain, you got to let your brakes cool. You need to downshift and let the engine braking slow you down and control your speed, so that way you can keep your foot off the brakes as much as possible when going down steep grades, especially long steep grades like coming out of the Bighorn Mountains or anything we have here in Wyoming. Even coming down Casper Mountain, you can roast and toast a set of brakes. So use your gears, because these things were so bad. Oh, I feel bad for even letting Cheryl drive it before I got the brakes done. But had to wait for him to show up. Had to wait till I had just enough money to get them, and yeah. So I'm glad I got those done. It was not a difficult job. It was not an easy job, but it's certainly not the most difficult set of brakes that I've ever had to do. The hardware was good. Everything fit correctly. Overall, I'm really pleased, and I will use that company again. Probably not on the Land Cruiser, because, to be honest with you, nothing beats the Toyota factory parts for the Land Cruisers. I mean, as far as brakes go. And I've got a long ways to go before I need to replace the monster brakes on here. And the fact of the matter is that one rotor will cost me as much as all 4 rotors and pads and hardware and clips and everything for the RAV4. Just think about that for a second. Rotors for this are very expensive. So now I'm on my way to AutoZone, and I'm going to have the Duralast Gold battery out of the 90 Suburban tested. The Suburban won't turn over. I couldn't get it to take a charge with the battery tender, so I'm going to have the battery tested, see if there's something wrong with it, and replace it if necessary, because I've got to be able to move the Suburban so I can get to the pop-up camper, so I can do work on the pop-up camper and get it ready for 10 sleep here in 3 weeks, which there, of course, will be a big 10 sleep video. It's been a couple of years since I've had a good 10 sleep video, and this year I have a feeling is going to be awesome. Can't wait. Very excited. Cheryl and I are the stream keepers for this Flycasters outing. Stream keeper is basically the organizer, tells everybody where to go and when to meet there, and in this case we're going to do a little cooking. The club's going to provide some food materials. We're going to do some cooking and have a big old group dinner. It's always a lot of fun. We'll take the first campsite. We're going to head up the Friday before the outing to get everything set up and have a nice 3-day weekend. It's always a good time. I'm looking forward to it, but I've got to repair the camper. To repair the camper, well, got to move the Suburban. To move the Suburban, got to get that battery done. So it's a never-ending chain of events to get everything working to the point where, what is this woman doing? Why are you not leaving me much space? She's lost her mind, doesn't know how to drive. Yeah, random song there for you guys. You know, a little bit. Hope your ears aren't bleeding. I know mine are a little bit anytime I hear my own voice. So just remember, that's the sacrifice I make to make videos for you guys, is just the sound of my voice makes my ears bleed in pain. That's not that bad. It's not that bad. Although you do get used to hearing yourself after a while. You know, you never hear yourself in your head the same way that you do on a recording, so come on, little Land Cruiser, we gotta move. Figure I'll stop by Sportsman's, pick up some ammo for Tuesday Night Steel. I shot a lot of ammo shooting USPSA yesterday. That was a great time. I did not record anything because there were qualifier stages, and I just didn't want to have anything on me that could mess up my shooting during the qualifier, so I just bypassed the GoPro entirely. Next USPSA match, I'll shoot that. I shot PCC class. I am looking forward to seeing what my ranking in PCC is. Haven't seen the match results yet. Need to sign up for USPSA numbers, that way that'll actually count and be logged. And yeah, PCC is a lot of fun, but I'm really digressing here. I'm just bouncing around all the topics today. But I'm almost AutoZone, so better wrap this up. Hopefully you guys have found this video entertaining and or educational. If you have, let me know in the comment box below. If you want to help out this channel, consider subscribing. And if you're already subscribed, thanks for being a subscriber and supporting me. Things are steadily growing, slowly but surely. You know, now that I've been really getting back into making videos, there's going to be a lot more. It's been a tough couple of weeks, but doing a lot of projects. Haven't had a lot of video making lately, but I'm working on getting that changed. So yeah, subscribe. Thanks for subscribing. Yada yada, blah blah blah. You can follow me on social media. Check out the links in the description below, and of course check out tgowyoming.com, my little work in progress that is not progressing very well. Alright guys, that's about it. Thanks for watching. As always, stay safe, shoot straight, and I'll see you next time.